Hi. So I have to ask a question. Have you ever just, got up at 3:23 a.m. and just build circuits because you feel like it? No. Great. Well, we're going to do that anyways today because it is 3:23. Hang on, I'm trying to go back. Because it is 3:24 a.m. I said 3:23, but that's also because it just changed time. You're in luck, buddy, because today we're going to learn how to make a reverse polarity circuit. And if you don't know what that means, you're going to know, pal. Roll the intro. Okay, welcome back. So, today's little... This is... I don't even know. This is just like a 3 a.m. thought. I've been working on this project for a bit. It was originally for my claw machine that I originally wanted to make. Turns out budget didn't work out real well. So, we're just going to wing it. Why not? I'll show you the setup and we'll just, get to it. Why not? Alright, so here's the setup. I have to actually plug in the 12 volts, so give me 1 second.
That's right, 12 volts. You're gonna get 12 volts, buddy.
Yeah, it's a 12 volt circuit, so be careful. Anywho, enough of that weird jump scare. So, what we've got here is, and I know, okay, look, first of all, this is just a huge mess. Don't mind all of that. That's another project that I'm not going to ruin the surprise on, but because I have a script for that. This one, I don't even have a script for this video, so you're in luck. Anywho, so let's just give the demonstration. Obviously, it's a reverse polarity circuit, like I mentioned. Now, what it does with these buttons is it has a negative and a positive, so negative, positive, and yeah. So this shows that this is the correct polarity of how a normal transistor would work. You know, if it wasn't plugged in backwards, essentially, or you know what I mean, like these two wires. Like for instance, this wasn't swapped with the. So this is the negative. The negative and positive weren't swapped. They would normally work like this. And yeah, I could plug it in like that and unplug it, but I decided not to do that because it's a pain in the butt. And it's just easier to do with push buttons. So yeah. So this little switch, I didn't have enough push buttons, so I used the limit switch. So all you gotta do is this and hold this, which is kind of difficult to do in one hand since I'm holding the camera. And as you can tell, the incorrect polarity is working properly, sort of, which that sounds ironic, but that's the truth. So let's learn how this works on a little board on my wall. Okay, so give me 1 second and walk up here. So first of all, I want to say something about the resistors in this. This is, like I said, 12 volts. So you need to have why is it zoomed in so much? Hang on. Okay, never mind. You need to have resistors that must be greater than or equal to 500 ohms for this voltage supply. So for this project, you'll have to do that. And if you want to take a few minutes and pause the video, you can, just to see this. That's next. I'll let you do that in just a second, but I'll just take a moment of silence. Okay, so hopefully you paused it by now. If you can't keep up with me or whatever, if you can, great. If you can't, well, just go back and pause it, and then you can reminisce on your own times about this beautifulness. Okay, anyways, I'm sorry. I had to. So this is push button 2. That was obviously push button 2 right here. That's just... Oh, actually, that was incorrect. Like I said, it's kind of early in the morning. That's supposed to be push button 3. So that was the third push button. That's with the 12 volts. I don't know why I got that wrong. So there we go. Our mistakes are erased. Okay, push button 1 is correct, though. It leads to ground, and that leads to this red LED, which in turn will turn on with that later. We'll talk about that in just a second. But we're mainly concerned about the green LED because this is the correct polarity. Okay? Just like imagination. Well,
Imagination.
now we're going to use our imagination on the correct polarity because, yeah, you know, we're not going to do that just yet. So what happens is if we push button 3... Sorry, had to wake up. Anyways, sorry about that. That was ridiculous. push button 3 is supposed to be pushed in, and it's supposed to be push button 3. I can't believe I made that stupid mistake. Anywho, so when the electricity flows that way, it'll go through the green LED, and thus it'll turn on. So like I said, reminiscent my beautiness, if that's sideways here. Okay, anyways, moving on. You should have been able to pause it. If not, well, sucks to be you. Okay, so this one is flip-flopped in the polarity. I don't know if you have a sharp eye, you might have noticed that already. Or if you know what you're doing too, that also helps. I'm just kidding. This is a tutorial. You're not gonna know what to do until you know this tutorial, unless you just watch this for like fun or something.
You watch this for fun. What's wrong with you? Why do you want to watch this content? I'm a little confused. What makes me so special, huh?
Anywho, so we have. See, I did it correct there. I don't know how I did it incorrect here, but I did it correct there. Man, I'm so tired. I'm so delirious. Okay, point is though, is that push button 3 will be pushed, and it'll go through the red LED and down there. Now these, like I said, are flip-flopped from the other version. So if you noticed up here, it's at the bottom of the transistor, and this one here is at the top of the transistor. Well, this 12 volts positive is at the top, and ground's at the bottom this time. So, like I said, it's flip-flopped. And I didn't write the names because I was lazy and I didn't want to put green each time, like green here and then green there. I mean, it's just LED 1, so it's LED 1's green, LED 2 is red. Simple as that. I mean, you know. Anyways, point is that it goes through here, switch is on, so it'll turn on. Which I meant to put an arrow indicating that, but like I said, it's been kind of a morning. Okay. Let me let you reminisce on that facing the correct way. Hang on. There we go. Okay. So moving on. This is a very bad sketch of the IRF. That's a transistor, yes. I know it looks like a spray paint can, yes. Now you can't unsee it, can you? Because I can't unsee that. And I really want to, but this is another section, like, so we'll just talk about it in a minute, but here, let me let you reminisce on this beautiness. Okay, now that you have that, this is P1, it's negative, P3 is positive, which I still got correct, and I don't know how I got it wrong the first time over there. But anyways, point is that P2 is negative, and so is P4. P's are the push buttons, by the way. So the way it's connected on a breadboard, and this is what the dots indicate, is these little pegs, to lack of a better term. So when this is connected, it'll connect here, and thus when this is also connected on the P3, it will trigger this LED to light. Now, if this one is connected, now let me just, and I meant to say this in the beginning, so I might edit this. Never, if you want to do this, do not push both buttons at the same time for, like, for instance, this one, and then don't reverse it. So what I'm saying is don't put reverse polarity until you're ready. So, hang on. So, for instance, if you want to push, let's say, P1. Whoops, I can't really write and do this. Give me a second. So this is a very quick representation, but it's kind of a bad one. So this is a P1 right here. Let's just say if you connect P1 and like P3 or P4 with P2, or you mix match it, don't mix match it, because if you mix match it, what you're going to do is you're going to create a short circuit. And that's not the goal of this tutorial. We're not covering short protection, you nerd. What'd you think? What'd you think? This is a bonus video? No, you nerd. Anyways, so this is a very basic representation right here. I'll let you reminisce on this beautiness while I'm talking, but essentially that's P1, and that's the transistor. What P1 will do, it's actually a combination of the two, which I probably should have drawn two switches, but basically it's supposed to be just one switch, and then this is the transistor as a switch. So basically the transistor will act as a switch, and we got the switches right here that'll activate that, and it doesn't have to be just 12 volts. It's both 12 volts and ground, but this doesn't matter because this is a transistor as a switch. And then it'll turn on the green or the red LED. So yeah, thank you for joining me on this excellent adventure, and I hope you have a great day. Goodbye now.